Welcome back sa Pasyal Tayo. And here's our next destination.
Behind me is the Masjid Raya Al Masyun, or the Grand Mosque of Al Masyun, situated 200 meters from the place we visited earlier, the Maimun Palace.
This mosque was built in the year 1906 and completed in 1909. Its architectural design combines Middle Eastern, Indian, and Spanish elements. Its shape is octagonal with wings across the four directions. During its planning stage, the Sultan holds its principle that the mosque is more important than his palace. Hence, this design was initiated. Hindi na tayo pumasok, but they allow visitors to go inside the mosque. Next on the list is one of Medan's historical jewel.
This is our next stop. Welcome to Chong Apis Mansion here in Medan, Indonesia.
This mansion was built on 1895 with an area of 8,000 square meters. Jong Afi, the owner of the mansion, is a Hakka merchant who came to Medan to own much of the land through his plantations and was later appointed as the leader of the Chinese people. His business made more than 10,000 labor workers. Because of his success, he had good relationship with the ruler of the Delhi Kingdom. This building is Chinese European style that follows the Feng Shui principles. It has around 35 to 40 rooms with central open air courtyard called the Well of Heaven. It is designed for air circulation and believed to bring good fortune. It has Chinese, European, and Malay influences. At alam nyo ba, its doors is hand-carved with intricate designs, complete with hand-painted ceilings and Italian marble tiles. O, diba? The furnitures here is all original, and the paintings and some photos features the daily life in China. Alam nyo ba, mahirap lang ang pamilya ni Chong Api. Hindi siya nakatapos ng pag-aaral at imbes ay nagtrabaho siya sa tindahan ng tatay niya. Di man siya nakatapos ngunit natuto naman siya sa negosyo at yun ang dahilan kaya nagtagumpay siya. Taong 1875, sa edad na 18, gamit ang kanyang naipon, ay naisipan niyang magpunta ng Medan, Indonesia para mamuhay ng sarili at doon nagsimula ang unti-unti niyang pagyabong. Next stop on the list is a museum that features Indonesia's plantation industry.
Indonesia is known for its plantation, especially in the palm oil business. So we are here in Museum Perkebunan in Medan, Indonesia, or the Indonesian Plantation Museum, to learn more about that.
This museum is an agricultural museum that features Indonesia's farming industry. The exhibit inside covers major crops like rubber, coffee, tea, at ang pinaka-importante ang palm oil na isa sa ine-export at pinoproduce ng bansa. This museum was founded in 2016 at pinapakita ang pagyabong ng agricultural landscape ng Sumatra. Dati, sikat ang probinsyang ito sa tabako noong taong 1800s, pati sa camphor plant, hanggang sa unti-unting binigyan ng focus ang iba pang mga produkto. Makikita nyo din dito ang ilan sa mga tools at equipment na ginagamit ng mga workers simula dati hanggang sa modernong panahon. At dahil nga palm oil ang pinakamalaking export ng bansa, dito din tinuturo sa mga tao ang iba't ibang mga gamit ng palm fruits, pati ang mga teknolohiya na ginagamitan ng mga ito. Ayon din sa museo ay importante ang mga halaman na ito sa pag-unlad ng Indonesia. Dahil dito, nagsimula ang kabuhayan ng mga tao noon pa man. Kaya dapat lamang malaman ng mga kabataan na tulad natin ang importansya nito. Pati ang mga hirap na dinanas ng mga tao, umunlad lang sila mula sa kahirapan. On the outside naman, you will see the train and the airplane used by the palm oil companies to transport oil palm fruits. From here, we went to the outskirts of Medan to relax in nature.
So this is Taman Kadika or Kadika Park here in Medan, Johor. So this is a few minutes away from the bustling city of Medan, and it offers a great view of this lake and also this very beautiful park that you can relax and enjoy. I do think that this is where most of the people of Medan go on the weekends.
Grabe, very relaxing talaga magpunta sa mga park na kagaya nito. After a long day of traveling, it's nice to spend a time here dahil unang-una, malilim at may preskong hangin kahit nasa urban area ka. May statue din dito ang The King of Palm Oil, isang negosyante mula sa Toba, North Sumatra. After the visit from the park, I went to a small warung or eating place to quench my thirst. Then afterwards, proceeded to visit a few more of Medan's attractions before calling it a day. This is Medan Post or Medan's Post Office. Opened in 1911, this historic building was important to Medan's people during the early times, as this also serves as a telegraph office for people to send telegrams to their loved ones. Now, this building is also known as Post Block Medan, in which the old post office was transformed into a modern form, complete with a few shops and cafes inside. Next, just in front of the post office is the Merdeka Square. This park was revitalized but preserved to honor its history. It has new modern facilities, a basement area, and this jogging path and stage for the public to use. This park stood since the 1880s together with the journey of Medan as a city. Now, this revitalized park serves as the new face and icon of Medan City. Hindi pa nagtatapos dyan ang ating pamamasyal at pag-iikot sa Medan, Indonesia. Dahil guys, next week, more of Medan at iba pang destination ang ating pupuntahan dito lang sa Pasyal Tayo. So guys, let's do a short recap first muna ha. So, ngayong araw na ito ay nagpunta tayo ng Medan sa Indonesia. So, in order for us to go to Medan, from Manila is nagpunta muna tayo ng Singapore. Then from Singapore ay nagpunta tayo ng Medan. So, for this first day natin, nag-ikot-ikot tayo sa ilan sa mga pasyalan dito, katulad ng Maimun Palace, yung pinaka-grand mosque ng Medan, yung Chong Api Mansion, at marami pang iba. Pero guys,
hindi pa nagtatapos ang ating pamamasyal sa Medan ha, dahil next week meron tayong papasyalan na museum para mas malaman natin kung paano nga ba ang buhay dito sa North Sumatra. Pero guys, hindi pa nagtatapos ang ating pamamasyal ha, dahil next week ang ating part 2 ng ating pagpunta sa Medan. At meron pa tayong maliit na side trip for you to enjoy. Kung meron kayong mga komento, suggestion o gusto nyo puntahan naman namin yung lugar ninyo, ay maaari kayong mag-message sa mga contact numbers na nasa ibaba ng inyong screen. Again, this is your host Raymar Gutierrez, and join me again next week. Dito lamang yan sa Pasyal Tayo.
Sa umaga pa lang, bit-bit ang saya. Camera ready, tara na, biyahin na. Bundok, dagat, kalsada at bayan. Bawat lugar may kwento at kasaysayan.
Tikim dito, tikim doon. Pagkain pa lang, panalo na agad yun. Street food man o lutong lokal, sabay sa kwento ng kulturang tunay. Hindi lang tanawin ang makikita, kwento ng puso ng bawat lugar.
Pasyal tayo, tara na.